Hello, and welcome to Advanced Heavy Tanks with me, Cat. First thing you gotta know about heavy tanks is you don't talk about heavy tanks. Second thing you gotta know about heavy tanks, you don't talk about heavy tanks. Capiche? Realistically though, heavy tanks are kind of an interesting little bugger because you cannot afford to miss. And when I say you cannot afford, I mean both figuratively and literally. Alright, and there I am being shot at because I am standing like a noob just across from this island because, hey, guess what? I don't know this map. It's my first time playing it ever, period. Alright, so what the hell are you talking about? Target lost, Fraps. Behave yourself. Alright. So yeah, there's a couple things you need to know about heavies. The most important one is A, they swivel real slow. They really do. Second thing you need to know about heavies is, oh shit, that guy is shooting at me, is he not? There's just not enough of an area where I can hit him though to justify a shot back. And I'm just so out of position right now. I'm caught between two groups of enemies, and I can't do anything to either of them. Because, God... Because I'm just a Scrooby, that's why, really. I should not have stayed back here if I didn't intend to defend. And where are these shots coming from, damn you? Oh, there we go. No, that's a different shot that came at me. Alright, so as you can see, you do a lot of damage per hit, and hopefully, you know, you won't die between reloads. That's basically what you're hoping for. Doesn't mean you won't, that's just your hopes and dreams, your sincerest desires, etc. Now, in reality, heavy tanks ain't all that. Because even though you may be kind of a little bit heavily armored, but not terribly much at this stage, you're really slow and your turret don't move too terribly well. Well, I'm in a Russian heavy, so none of that actually matters. But I have a horse outside. That's all you need to know. Don't go in my tank. Don't go in your car, 'cause I got a horse outside. You see, right now, I'm kind of terrified to move because I have about half my HP, there's enemies over there, there's a lot of enemies on the hill in front of me, and yeah. So basically, once I get spotted, there'll be a barrage of fire coming from my left, as well as just all the people who are on that hill shooting at me as well. So, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna rush straight at that hill. Why not? I can't actually shoot on the move, just heads up right there. Never ever shoot on the move in a heavy because, as I said, if you miss, you're done for. That's it, you're out. You will never be allowed to play again. And don't do what I just did and stop in the middle of nowhere. At least get some cover, like for example a destroyed tank. Destroyed tanks make for some great cover. You can also make mayonnaise out of them if you're in a jam. And damn you, Fraps! Stop doing this to me, okay? Not cool, Fraps. Not cool. No. Like... Alright, there should be a medium that kind of keeps sticking his face out there all the time to shoot at me, so... let's shoot him back. There we go, but... God damn it. Now he's got a very good shot on us. There's nothing we can do about it because, hey, our gun takes an hour to reload. Luckily, he did not take the shot. Thank you. At least something went my way, for once, while recording a tutorial. I seem to have exceedingly bad luck when recording anything, but tutorials especially. So, basically, right now what we have here is we have the choice to push forward, or we can just sort of sit here and hope that he pokes his face out again. Now, when you're moving, you're naturally at a disadvantage versus a static target. So if I was to move, what I would do is I would move on a diagonal that way towards him. in such a way that I would have the hill hopefully protecting me from any shots that he may attempt to take. Yes? Alright, now, Fraps, stop killing me, please. Just not now, okay? I need my FPS right now. I can't afford to be at 3 FPS, bro. Alright. So, here we are. I mean, this doesn't really apply to this tank, but most heavies, you know, you want to pre-swivel your turret to about where you think you're going to need it. Alright, and then just be very careful when you're inching up and around corners. Alright, because corners kill. Not only is that an alliteration, but it's also true. Very, very true. So I don't remember what actually has more armor. I think my body has more armor. You need to... All heavies have one part of them having more armor than the other parts. And what you want to do is you want to know what part that is and use it. What? Ricochet! No! No! Alright, so I just got saved there. Purely by accident. That was through no fault of my own, and oh my god, Fraps! I am going to murder you, Fraps. You have no idea, just wait till we get home. And apparently there was an invisible tank up there. Oh no, that was artillery. Yeah, you gotta watch out for that too as a heavy, because you're big and slow. This round, we are back with a KV-3, a slightly different tank. In fact, it's the tank before this, so you might say we take a step down in tier. Now, our opponents are kind of being, you know, some of them above us, some of them below us. Pretty nice spread. Now, the KV-3 is a little bit more of a heavy, if you know what I mean. There's a couple things you want to know about it. First, the turret is very armored and loves to bounce shells. So you want to force the opponent to take shots at your turret. Second thing you need to know about this tank is that said turret, Fraps, cooperate. Turns quite slowly. A lot slower than on the IS. However, not as slow as a KV turret. So, I mean, you can get to it. Okay, next thing you want to know is that it's got an even larger KV body. In fact, this is quite literally, I think, until you get to the mouse, like the largest tank from up top in the game. So, luckily there's no artillery. But you gotta be careful, because you have to stick quite a lot of your nose forward to actually, you know, be able to take a shot at things. So, you really kind of want to avoid the traditional heavy tank cityscape building games, kind of, if you can. You kind of want to circumvent them, you know. But you will get to see what I'm talking about a little bit later through this. Oh dear, there's a tiger. Oh. Let's take a shot and realign ourselves. Now, since we know that if and when he is going to be coming, he's going to be coming this way. And since he hasn't come around the corner yet, and we can actually still see him, I know that if I come around this corner, I should be able to get a pretty clean shot on him. Oh, never mind, there's a Su-100 right there. And yeah, tank destroyers, still your enemy. If you remember from the earlier tutorials, as you can see, he took out about half my health in a single shot. Now, that's not exactly where you want to be now, is it? The answer is no. No, it is not. And why do we not want to be there? Because it leaves us at half health, yes? Okay, now I'm going to let that guy take a shot at the tiger. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to back up along with him and see what the tiger does about it. The answer is nothing. The tiger is just going to stand there, apparently. So, oh, the tiger's facing completely the other way. Victory. Okay, now we want to be very careful because there's that guy there that'll probably get a second shot off on us. And ooh, that was a close one. That was a bad play on my part. You do not want to be out in a wide open area like that street crossing, but I had to take that shot at the tiger. I had to do it, bro. Alright, now what we do know here is that there's about to be a Ferdinand coming around the mountain, if you know what I mean. So, want to be very careful about that. Come on, reload faster. I need you to take a shot at his side or underbelly or something. Alright, now next we want to kind of remember. Underbelly or, yeah, underbelly or bust. There we go. Alright, so he got my driver, but that's okay, because next shot I land on him, he is a dead tank, unless I bounce. Nope. Did not bounce. Good. Guten Tag. Okay, so now we have 60 hit points. We've been shot a grand total of twice. And, yeah. We're kind of a mid-tier tank, so, you know, we want to be kind of careful about what we're doing here. On the other hand, we kind of want to push our luck here, because our team happens to be in the lead. Their team happens to have killed pretty much all of their good tanks off. In fact, this is going to be a victory for us. So, go team me. Yay. This tank actually uses the same gun as the KV. So if you've used the KV, the only difference with this is that it's bigger. On the other hand, it has more hit points. It has a little bit bigger front armor, but more importantly, the turret on its swivel is a lot faster than on the KV. But in situations where you're really close and you need that swivelage, you actually want to use your WASD turning to turn in the same direction as the turret. And that will usually actually help you keep the angle that you want between their tank and yours, which is that nice 45 that I've mentioned earlier in the basic tutorial.